lot of news flow around what's happening in the hospitality sector. So let's welcome on board Mr. Chender Baljee, the CMD at Royal Orchid Hotels, to talk to us about how the New Year's Eve was really for the, for the hotel in terms of the holiday season, and of course their expansion plans to be at 100 hotels by January of this year. Hi, sir. Good to be speaking with you, and best wishes for 2024. Let's begin by just that. How was the holiday season in the month of December really for you? What were the occupancy levels? What kind of a price were you able to charge from the customers? Because at least online, everything seemed very, very expensive.
See, actually, this particular season was a boom time for the hospitality industry, particularly those in the leisure segment, because holiday time was really good, and I think all our holiday hotels were really full. Goa was rocking. We had got Mysore, Vrindavan Garden, Hampi, and Mahabaleshwar. So all these places did very well during this holiday season. Of course, the business hotels during this time are a little muted, but not that much as expected. So I think we overall did very well this holiday season, and we hope to continue this trend for another 10-15 days. And then of course, regular business will start. And as things are moving, our country is on a good trajectory. So I think we are in for really good times.
Chender, the other trend that we have witnessed, and this is also one of the tweets that, Oyo's founder Ritesh had put on the social media, talking about how religious tourism is actually picking up, whether call it the Ayodhya effect or the other cities as well. What are you doing in terms of tapping this opportunity, and is this a real trend on the ground or is it just transient in nature?
No, this is a trend which will continue. You see, Tirupati has been there for years, and so is Sai Baba. This thing has been there for years, and this always continues. But this is short duration. People go for a day, have the darshan, and come back. And India, basically, Indians are religious people. So I think what's going to happen in Ayodhya is going to be a big draw. And so all the religious destinations are going to have business throughout. You have a problem, you go to religious destination. You have to celebrate something, you go and thank God. And so I think religious destination will continue to grow. I don't think it is a fad or something. And I think Ayodhya will bring in a lot of people coming all over the world to Ayodhya, and the infrastructure that they are developing there is absolutely mind-boggling. Usually, some religious destination comes up, infrastructure takes years to come up, but here, I think whatever Yogi or Modi government have done is something phenomenal. Developing train stations, developing all other infrastructure also. Flights are starting. So I think it's a very good trend, and it is going to bring in a lot of people. And when they come to Ayodhya, they're not going to go only Ayodhya, they'll go to other places also in the country. And so it's a good trend in our country.
Now, this year you don't have a G20, you don't have a World Cup. You don't, obviously ahead of election, a lot of foreign delegates may not come in. A lot of decision making will get pushed from April to May, May to June, June to July. Could that have an impact on the aggregate business travel? Because that's where the large operating leverage for a hotel comes in.
No, I agree with you. You see, every year there'll be something new happening and something will not happen. But, you see the overall mood of the country after the election, the last election, the mood of the country seemed to have changed because there was a little uncertainty whether the NDA government will come or not come when those 2-3 states were lost. And but now with a big bang come back, and I don't think people will, just because now election is a foregone conclusion. So I think now people will come now and don't wait for 2-3 months. because there's no uncertainty. I don't think there's any uncertainty as far as this government is concerned. And people will like to come, and everybody is making a beeline towards India. You see, from China, a lot of companies are moving. The China plus one, I think, continue. So I don't think that is going to happen. And I think we are very, very hopeful. Things are going to be on the upswing. But see what's happened. The road infrastructure, the airports, everything is, world class. I had some relatives coming from US, and, they were amazed. They went to Hampi from Bangalore. 4 hours flat they were in Hampi. They went to Tirupati. 4 hours flat they were. They said these roads are as good as US roads. So I think, this, just because the election is happening, is not going to, dampen the spirits of the people coming to India. So it's going to be as it is. I'm very positive about this also.
Okay. What about your, individual growth metrics? Do you think that you're on track to achieve a 10% year-on-year growth in ARR? And what are the hotel room additions that you're expecting for the next couple of years?
See, this year, I would say we are adding about 25 hotels. Last year, we have added 25 hotels. So I think this year probably will be more than 25, hopefully. And because 25 are already signed and they are in various stages of implementation. But more will automatically come, because sometimes, you have conversion. Hotels which are ready, they want to sign with you. So I think, to my mind, we should do more than 25 hotels this year, because we already done 25 in the last year.
Point taken. You already revised your guidance upwards from 375 to 400 crores. Given the kind of footfalls, etc., you have seen in the month gone by, are you likely to raise it further? And more importantly, what is going to be the margin trajectory as well going forward?
See, margins, for us, there was a little bit of a pressure because a lot of new hotels are being added. So we have added a lot of corporate expenses at that time to cater to those. So I think from this coming quarter onwards, the benefits will come, because the hotels have recently opened. A lot of hotels have opened. So their revenues will start coming, and some hotels will stabilize. So I think, although there was a little pressure on the margin the last 2 quarters, but now onwards, I think the margins will improve, because we are not going to add too much to our overheads now. It has already been done. And so I think we are looking forward to very, very exciting times in this year to come.
Sorry, I just stand corrected. You actually had revised your guidance downwards to 375 crores from 400 crore earlier. What does it stand at right now, the way things are looking like?
I think we'll stand at 375 crores, and we are. It could go up to. I think 375 is a more realistic guidance at this time.
Appreciate your time. Thanks so much for joining in and giving us a viewpoint as to how the industry is shaping up, the growth in hospitality, and for Royal Orchid itself.